You know, in life they sometimes tell you that it'll get better if you keep trying. The whole thing is, like, the more and more you try, the harder it gets. I just don't understand, because I've been living life so crazy that it just makes me like forget about all the things that I need to succeed on, all my goals, all my failures, trying to better myself as a person. But the key to doing this, no matter how many times you wanna stop when you fall down, when something knocks you down, you just gotta get your feet back up and continue to jump over them obstacles. And the whole thing is, like, no matter how hard you're feeling, now how hard you're motivated to stay down, you always gotta have that vision of getting back up and being first in that race. It ain't gonna be a physical race, it's a mental race, because you yourself have to tell yourself that you can do it and that you ain't gonna fail. But you will fail. But you just gotta keep trying. You gotta do you. You gotta think about what you wanna pursue. You gotta think about your goals, your successes, your failures, and most certainly, they say forget about your past. You have to live on your past to think about what you can do in the future to make your past better and make your life succeed in the point that you want it to succeed. Me, myself, growing up, we lived shelter to shelter, bouncing because my dad walked out on us. But as I grew older, I just realized, like, my mom would tell me, she'd be like, you're gonna love every single thing that I did for you. And being young back then, I never really understood what she meant. Because she would tell me, don't do this, don't do that. It's not gonna better yourself in the future. So I was always wishing, going to sleep and dreaming about becoming an adult. Now that I'm an adult, I just wish I can go back to childhood, because there's so much shit happening that I don't want to deal with anymore. So my mom was right after all. From bouncing from shelter to shelter, my dad leaving us, my brother and my sister, looking out for them, even though my sister's older than me, I still had to look out for that simple fact that I can't let them get hurt, and I'd do anything in the world. But that's the obstacle. Because even though he walked out on us, I still rose above the crowd, and I was like, probably around 6 or 7 when I started taking advantage of people and just trying to do what was better for me, but it never really worked. And now that I'm 19, I'm just trying to do what will affect me the most. And some things will go down the hill, you start at rock bottom, you'll climb up the whole way to the top, you fall right back down to rock bottom. That's why you gotta keep trying. When you fall down, just get back up. Put blood, sweat, and tears into it, because I know you'll be crying. I know it'll be hard for you. I know you don't want to get back up, but you have to get back up. There's a difference between wanting to do things and doing things. Wanting to doing things, say you have a goal you want to reach. You can't just want to reach your goal. You have to reach your goal. You have to try to reach your goal. You can't just go to sleep or wake up in the morning and think about what you want to do to reach that goal. Say you have a track meet. You can't just go to the track meet, no practice, and expect you're gonna win. It's not gonna happen. You gotta practice, put your mindset to it like you are gonna win. And it's crazy because people think they put 110% effort into everything they do with no practice. You know what that gets you? That gets you last place. And it's not always about being first. It's crazy because, like, you gotta keep doing you to move on. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy for the long run to do it, but you gotta do you and make sure that you're strong enough inside so when you fall down, you can get back up. That's exactly what I've been through. My mom taught me, give everything you have into what you want. Even if it's the last of what you have, if you give it, you will be repaid for what you do. And it's the same thing for goals and successes and failures. Because if you fail at something, you're gonna take all the parts of that failure and you're gonna push them together. You're gonna push it all together and realize that those parts equal up a success. And you just do whatever you can do to rise above the crowd.